Good morning, everybody. It is the Note Closers Show. Today is Monday, and you know what? It's the first day of spring, so we want you to spring into action today to make things happen for you. Hope everybody had a great St. Patrick's Day weekend and have too much fun, didn't drink too much green beer, and get a little too green afterwards, if you know what I mean. But it is a gorgeous day here in Austin, Texas. Rock and roll along. We are 31 days out from Note Camp 3.0, everybody. So very excited about that. I have not taken down the discount code yet. So if you've not signed up to get your St. Patty's Day special, you want to do that here in the next 2 hours. Because I will take it down at basically about 1 o'clock when I get back from the gym today. So use the code DRUNKNOTES, all capital, to get your $99 off your ticket price, because we're over 150 signups for it now. We're in the final 30-day push for that. We will be over 400, hopefully 500 signups for that. We've got some big promotions happening over the next couple of weeks, so we're excited about that. But today, it is Monday. Monday. A lot of people are like, oh, I have to go back to work after spring break, or a long weekend. Hey, it is what it is. You should be excited to be doing some things today. Couple of things we're going to focus on today to help you spring into action is actually coming from a little bit of a headache we've been dealing with people submitting offers. When you submit an offer and you get an accepted offering, one thing that we send over is a one-page, basically it's a servicing transfer form. It's all about who are you going to use to service. Who's your servicing company? Are you going to use a collateral company like Richmond Monroe or Orion? Where should you have the documents sent? Yada yada. It's not a difficult piece of paper. It's basically one page with 8 questions on it, Jen, for the most part.
Yeah.
And those 8 questions, like, okay, who are you going to use, and what are their times, and what is their contact information? And people are like, well, I don't know who I'm going to use. Well, it's time to spring in action. It's time to actually start taking steps to make things happen. You need to know your servicer. You need to have a company, a collateral company for the most part. What does that entail? Well, it means you've got to reach out to those companies ahead of time. Go ahead and get the agreements in place. Go ahead and get your account rep's name and emails and all that good stuff. You can't wait to the last minute to get these things done, because people don't want to wait around on your dilly-dallying or lollygagging butt. All right? So simple things. If you haven't already closed a note deal, you need to do that. You need to basically get your servicer, your collateral company, and make sure you hopefully have your entity set up. If you haven't got your entity or self-directed IRA set up, you need to do that immediately. Those are the 3 things that you need to do to take action if you've not done it now in 2017. Now, for those of you that are actually taking action, closing deals, big shout out to Lisa de Guzman, Cameron Williams, Carl John, Tony Javier, Stacy and Karen Wall. I also want to throw it out to Rick and Michelle Hill, who closed on a couple deals last week. We forgot to keep them in the week in review email that we started sending out on Fridays. Hopefully you guys like that. But for those of you that are looking to do something more, well, now's your opportunity to do something more. A simple thing you could do is simply do a very simple Instagram post and promote your post if you've got an Instagram account. Say $50, promote it. I did a promotion on Friday, Saturday, Sunday for $50. I got close to 4,000 impressions, views, and quite a few people clicked in for a webinar. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's really good.
For $50, it basically came down to less than $5 a lead for people clicking in. I'll do that for 10 people. $50 to get 10 people in. That's pretty cheap lead aspect of it. Imagine what it would be if you were doing that for, I've got a deal I'm closing, or I got some potential JV deals for funding partners. There's a lot of cool things you can do with Instagram as a very simple way to target your audience. Now, if your Instagram is linked into your Facebook, it also helps as well. But you can create your audience and all from your cell phone. So that's one thing you do. Another thing you could do, you could also upload your custom audiences into Facebook and create lists in there and target those lists directly for deals, content, your email blasts, things like that. Now, one thing that came out last week was the fact that Goldman Sachs has been buying up large tranches of non-performing notes. And I thought I'd talk a little about that this morning. Goldman Sachs got hit with a huge penalty by the government for everything that happened during the mortgage debacle. All right, huge penalty. So what Goldman started off with last year was they started a pilot program to buy non-performing notes and see how they worked out. Well, out of that pilot program, and with the fact that they're buying these notes, they can get a credit towards their large fine for modifying these loans, forgiving debt, all sorts of great stuff that they can do with the borrowers, just like most of the other banks can. So their goal is to obviously try to modify these loans they're buying and use the credits they're getting from these Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac pools to reduce what they're owed or what they owe on this large fine. All right. Now, out of those 100 loans that they did as a pilot program, they basically got a $2 million credit towards their settlement. Well, when you figure in a $2 million credit divided by 100 loans, that's basically $20,000 per asset, which is not a whole lot. But it's not a bad ROI, unless you're overpaying for assets, which I think personally Goldman Sachs is overpaying for these assets. Yes, they're winning the bids, but I believe they're overpaying the assets. Plus, they're not modifying as many as they would like to see. If you read the article that popped up in the Wall Street Journal, great article, talks about a little bit of the research on a lot of stuff that they're buying, they're foreclosing on, which is normal. Now, I don't think you have to be a rocket scientist to realize there's a bit of a difference in the scale of numbers and vendors when you go from 100 assets to 26,000. Can we agree with that, everybody?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of a different there. It's a whole different manpower, vendors, asset management aspect of it. It's a whole different ballgame. And when they're buying these pools, they've got to hold on to a large chunk of it for a period of time before they can move them. And especially if they're in no longer foreclosure states. That's a little bit of a handicap because they've got attorney fees, they've got holding costs, taxes that have got to be paid. And you start figuring in those fees and those expenses, that $20,000 margin gets to start shrinking a whole lot faster.
It all adds up.
It does add up, exactly. Especially when you have the overhead of a behemoth like Goldman Sachs. Now, yes, I know they can bundle some of these in derivatives and things like that and sell all that stuff off. That's really not what they can do with these assets, though, for the most part. Their asset class is basically doing like what we do on a daily basis here, going through the collateral files, getting borrower reach out, trying to get them modified, setting up call systems and things like that to really get the borrowers to take action to do something. Now, yes, a lot of the borrowers are default. Some have moved out of the property, so they have nothing to do but to foreclose. And that takes time, that takes energy, and that's a whole lot of work as well. So I don't believe that the Goldman Sachs foray, dive into the deep end with the NPNs, is going to be that profitable an endeavor for them because I just don't think they're set up that way. Yes, there's some things they can do. Yes, they can use these as tax credits, but I think, or settlement credits. But in the long run of things, I think if the market turns, which I believe it's going to do in the next 12 to 18 months, into some of the different real estate markets, when the market finally turns, they're going to be caught with overpriced assets. They're going to be caught overpaying for these deals and not going to be upside down again. So what would I be doing? Well, the first thing that everybody should be doing is if you're a serious investor and you've bought more than 100 notes, this is something that you're not going to do as a newbie, okay? Maybe if you bought 50 notes or more, I'd be reaching out to some of these entities that are moving these assets for me. You wouldn't be reaching out to Goldman Sachs, but you might be reaching out to the companies that are handling the purchase of these assets just to get your name associated. Because 26,000 assets, we all know they're not going to be prime, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot, built up 2001 assets. There's going to be a lot of stuff, probably a good 20, 30, 40% of these assets that are not great assets for a large firm like Goldman Sachs, but they're great investments, great opportunities for local investors in the communities, the handyman, the fix and flips, the landlords. That gives you a lot of opportunity in those areas. That it's just too many cracks for Goldman Sachs to fill in with putty. It gives us the opportunity as no investors to be able to buy stuff. Now, will Goldman Sachs trade 50 to 100 assets at a time? I don't know. Probably not. All right. That's why you may want to have a mastermind group. You may want to have a PPM, private placement memorandum, put together, start raising capital for something like that to find out. It's one of the things that we'll be working on over the next few weeks here. That will be hopefully rolling out some information to our mastermind. I think it's a play for a larger group. I don't think it's a play for an individual, but there's some opportunity involved with that. So that's my kind of take on the Goldman Sachs aspect of it. Yeah, are they driving prices up on Freddie and Fannie? Yeah, they're doing it because they're overpaying. Doesn't mean those assets are all going to be moved. I think there's a lot of opportunity still for investors to reach out, because 26,000 out of 5 million is still just a drop in the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Still just a drop in the bucket when it comes down to it. Any questions or comments regarding that?
Not today. Not right now.
Not right now. Everybody's like hungover. I got a case of the Mondays, right? Case of the Mondays. So, a couple things there. Also, guys, if you're doing stuff, if you've gotten your email system down, and I say this out to a few people that are doing really good with their email blasts, it's time to add something new. Add another layer to your marketing this spring. If you're great with the emails going out every week, then maybe you need to film a video every week on top of that. Add to your whole aspect of what you're doing. And so add another layer to that onion. Expand it. Make that snowball that you're rolling downhill a little bit bigger and use the momentum that you've created to really drive things over. I'll give you an example. Karen and Stacey Wall with Bike Homes do a great job with their videos.
What do they call it? Dinner table?
Or
dining table talks or something?
Dining table talks, exactly. Do a great job. But one of the great things they could do is take those videos and send it to rev.com, get it transcribed, and now they've got a blog. Okay? If you write an email, you could turn around and film yourself doing a video talking about your email. Okay? It's a whole nother aspect to add to your marketing. You've heard the content spider discussion about having 8 legs break off from your main piece of content. We'll start adding legs to what you're doing. There's a whole variety of different things that you all could be doing to make your marketing a lot more effective. Doing a great job. You just have to do a little bit more. Do a little bit more each week. That's how we all get better. Be better marketer today than you were yesterday, but not as good as you'll be tomorrow. Okay? If we post a link to, we have our next virtual note buying for dummies workshop slated for June 16th, 17th, and 18th. If you sign up for that, you will get a free ticket to Note Camp 3.0. Got to pay. Can't get a free ticket to virtual, get a free ticket to Note Camp. Doesn't work that way. We've had a few people like, oh, I got a free ticket. Don't I get no, it doesn't work that way. Sorry, guys. So, but tickets right now, $199 for Note Camp. Take advantage of that sale discount. We're excited. Some of the speakers that are coming out there, you'll be starting to see more posts, some stuff posted out there, but that will be the lowest price of the tickets. Not going lower than $197, $199 for anybody out there, everybody. It is what it is.
We have a video going out today of all the speaker names.
Oh, yes. Yep. Nicole has worked on, put a nice little promo video together you guys will enjoy.
So that'll be going out on the Facebook groups.
Facebook groups today. Awesome. Good stuff. Greg, you're working on files, knocking some stuff out, doing stuff there. We got a new storage facility, actually. So we upgraded to a big one.
I did do it. Yeah. Stephanie told us all about it.
Stephanie told us all about that. We have our fast track this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We've got 2 spots. Actually, I think 1 spot available. We had a guy reach out to me last night via email and wants to talk today about that. So, other than that, guys, I don't really have anything else for you today. It is Monday. Go make something happen. If you can leave a comment below and share it with something maybe that you're focused on getting done this week, be so great. We do have our mastermind in less than, really right at 3 weeks now. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. Actually, just under 3 weeks. So just over 3 weeks. Really excited about that here in Austin. We have some great stuff that we'll be doing with the Mastermind group here in Austin, Texas. So, but to get into that, you got to be part of the fast track, and the last fast track between now and then is this weekend. So, this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, any questions, comments, people leaving?
Josh Parker, I guess he signed up for Note Camp or either virtual. It says I got the Presbyterian price until I waited until the last minute to get it too.
Yeah. George, you got in. I saw you did sign up for Note Camp. Glad to have you, buddy. Rock and rolling for you. So he's making slow steps, 1 step at a time.
At least he's making steps.
He's making steps, and that's the beautiful thing. Making steps is what it's all about.
I'm so proud of him for placing a bid.
Yeah.
That's great. Awesome. So tonight we have our webinar, Monday Note webinar, guys, on Note Heroes. Really kind of cool thing we're putting together to bring more awareness to those that are closing deals, to those that are actually taking advantage of the market and making things happen, but not only making things happen, doing some amazing things out there. So look forward to tonight's webinar. The link will be below in the comments for the Monday note. It's one thing you want to be a part of. Trust me, it's something that everyone will be a part of. We're really excited about it. So we've been working on I've been working on it on and off for a little while. It kind of come to a head at this point this week to get things rock and rolling. So otherwise, guys, have a great weekend. Go out, make something happen this Monday, and we'll see you hopefully tonight in the Monday night. If not, we'll see you all at the top. Bye, everybody.